What are the few things that you face when you wake up straight in the morning? As far as I'm concerned, it's potential. The potential, the possibilities, and the horrors of the day. We face what today could be. So recently my goal has been to use my time as efficiently as I can so I can exploit the potential that I face every morning. And to tackle that, I've decided to look at my days with the idea of facing an unknown, something that hasn't been meddled with by any existence or even chaos itself. You see that we can't see potential, we can't feel it, we can't sense it, but it's there. And it holds much more importance that we can even imagine. So have you ever heard it be said that, oh, you're wasting your potential? It doesn't matter. Like, no one says that, right? So we're contending with potential. It's the same when that repetitive cycle of thought wakes you up at night and you say to yourself, like, I'm wasting my potential, and you feel guilty about that. And you should. So it's a good source of guilt and shame. Not enough to crush you maybe, but enough to wake you up. So how do we exploit that potential? Well, when you wake up in the morning, you might say, there's 3 or 4 things that I need to do today that I'd rather avoid. But if I don't do them, the world that you live in your own structure, mental structure that you've created, will be a worse place by 6 o'clock tonight. But the interesting and amazing thing about that is that the world isn't like that yet. It isn't made like that yet. And it won't be made like that until you make it. So that is potential. So you need to ask yourself, what are some of the things that you want to avoid, and imagine the state of the world by the evening, what the state of the world would be if you didn't do those things. And then you have to imagine the counterintuitive, where what kind of world would you be living in if you did do those things? The world isn't predetermined to be either one of those ways, but it can be either one of those ways depending on how you dictate yourself and how you make it to be. You have potential to exploit, and it's up to you to decide how you want to exploit it. The world, as I said, the world isn't predetermined. And I feel like that concept rings in people's heads so much that you have the choice, the freedom to decide how you want tonight to be. It's the foretelling, the storytelling, that you can create the story for yourself depending on the actions that you do now. If you want tonight to be how you think it, how you decide it to be, all you have to do is to do the things right now that could lead up to tonight being like that. It's so simple, and it rings in people's heads so much. It's so interesting. So exploit the potential that you have, that you face in the day, because every day is a new day. You have a certain amount of potential to face, so you might as well exploit it. Hopefully that's been helpful. Thank you for listening.